Hi, I'm Noel New, the songwriting therapist. I have a concept that came to me years ago that really helped me and has helped many people to help to make better decisions in life, to move forward through inertia, um, you know, low self-esteem, and really just challenges that hold people down and feel kind of hopeless. And the concept is I call it gentle firmness. And what I mean by that is being gentle with yourself and firm with your decisions, actions, how you're moving through life. Now, so let me start by giving the opposite of that. So if there's gentle firmness, the opposite would be abusive looseness. And when we are in this energy of abusive looseness, that means that we're abusive with ourselves, really, tearing ourselves apart, think very lowly of ourselves, treating ourselves very harshly, beating ourselves up, and loose with all our behaviors, decisions, actions. There's a lot of shoulds in that. There's a lot of, regret and resentment and things like that, because we're just abusive, beating ourselves up, and loose with our behaviors where we could have done something different and we didn't, or we could have abstained from something and we didn't, things like this. So abusive looseness is a formation of a belief system, and it really falls into like addictions and codependencies, where we treat ourselves really harshly, and we just, to medicate that, we do whatever we want, however we want to do it. So in the opposite of that, we want to have some disciplines, but the disciplines are in our behaviors, in our choices, in what we choose to do. So that's where the disciplinary of firm comes in. That I'm firm. I say no when I want to say no. I set a boundary when I need to set a boundary. I make a decision to move forward when I need to make that decision. I'm firm with my actions and decisions. To do so, especially coming from the abusiveness of self, I need to be gentle. I need to be kind. Years ago, I discovered, and I've been telling people ever since, that beating yourself up does not work. And the way that hit me was, it wasn't just to be kind of like lovey-dovey and love yourself and it'll all be okay. By the way, that's true. But that's not the intention where I say beating yourself up doesn't work. It literally, functionally doesn't work. It won't get you to where you want to get. Most people beat themselves up so that they can motivate, to make a change, to stop doing something or start doing something or whatever. I need to, I should, what the hell's wrong with me? This kind of self-talk. And worse, deeper. It doesn't work. It's literally kicking yourself when you're down. And as a matter of fact, you're just going to want to escape that or numb it. You're not going to want to move forward because there is no connection with self. It's resentment, it's fear, it's trauma. So that's why beating yourself up does not work to actually get you to motivate, or even more so, inspire to move forward through difficult challenge. So we need to be gentle with self. All gentle with self is giving yourself a break. Man, it is hard. Validating the challenge. Being open to the fact that, it's new to you. And maybe you've known it, but you haven't been able to do it. So be very kind and compassionate and gentle with yourself. Then, when you're doing that, you will be firm with your decision. What you need to set a boundary with. Now, here's the interesting thing. Because the mind is very potent and powerful. So, over the years, when I've given that to people, some people say, I'm very gentle with myself, but I'm still loose with my decisions. So, if we're gentle with ourselves and loose with our decisions, and our actions, now we're just enabling. We're just enabling ourselves because we're not holding ourselves accountable. The gentle with self is still in the right direction. But being loose with the decision will counteract that, because now I really should, but I'm not really doing anything, and that happens with a lot of people, to not be able to self-motivate. Well, I'm being kinder with myself. You really are not, because by not setting that discipline of being firm, you're just enabling yourself, and that's not kind. It's codependent. And so we can actually be codependent with ourselves in this way. So it's really important that we do both. Obviously, the other way, if I'm going to be abusive with myself and firm with my decisions, well, now I'm just going to be really controlling, right? And I'm probably not just going to be abusive to myself. I'm going to be abusive to you too. I'm going to, be angry with myself, and yeah, I'm firm, but now I'm too rigid and I'm aggressive, more than likely. And so, because I need to get the energy out, but I'm staying firm, I'm staying committed, but it's abusive to myself and more than likely others. So this combination of being gentle with self and firm with my decisions and my choices and what do I need to do in my life, my actions, that combination is what gets a person to actually shift through times of struggle, because it is hard and we're being gentle with ourselves. And yes, we can do it. We're being firm with our decisions. Every little time we do that, I mean the littlest time, that's a win. And the more that we gain these victories, and I always like to tell people, remember the victories. Again, if we're abusive looseness, we will think about all the losses and defeats. It's okay, but also remember the victories. Every time you're gentle with yourself and you're firm with your decision, man, that's a huge victory. And I hope that you can celebrate with yourself by, again, being more gentle and responsive to yourself and your needs, and then more firm with setting disciplinary boundaries with yourself and others where you need to. So this gentle firmness is a life changer when you start to put it into play in your life on not just a daily basis, but a moment-to-moment basis. Am I being abusive or gentle? I need to be gentle with myself. Am I being loose or firm with the decision? I need to be firm. And then what happens is to be able to attract that with others and get that support that they're doing that with themselves. This will not only change your own lifestyle and way of living, but it'll also help others to learn from you by showing them how you're doing it. And vice versa, you'll learn from them, and it attracts better connections, relationships, interactions, choices in your life. So give it a try, gentle firmness, one moment at a time, and have that really impact you in a way that you will really appreciate.